All right, we are here with Stanford Cardinal recruit of the class of 2020, Savell Smalls. He's coming to us from his high school in Garfield, his Garfield High School in Seattle, Washington. Savell, how's your day going?
It's real good. How's yours?
It's doing good. It's going really well. You just had a nice little trip to the farm. Why don't you just talk about what that experience was like for you?
It was a good trip. I got to talk to a lot of different people from Stanford and people who graduated from Stanford, just to hear about what the experience was is like at Stanford from them, and how to balance school and what class is like, and which is what separates Stanford from other schools.
So amongst the people that you got to talk to, who kind of stood out, or what was the message that kind of stood out?
Aziz, the Eagles player.
Okay.
That just graduated a couple years ago.
Aziz too, right?
Yeah. So just coming from him, he was just there, he's in the NFL. He did what I want to do, and just hearing him say it, especially from where he came from, kind of similar to what I came from, and so I could really connect to that, and yeah. So I understood what he was saying, and that was really good to hear from him. And then from the athletes there right now, there's a wrestler, a basketball player, and a few other ones. So they were just talking to us. So I was really connected to them, what they were saying, how to balance life, and what's special at Stanford, and especially what Zig was saying. He was just at first he didn't think it was for him, and he's got into it, and he just loved it, everything about it.
So just tell us about your experience on campus. What did you think about it? How did it match up with your expectations?
It's a beautiful campus. The atmosphere is pretty good. There wasn't the stadium wasn't packed, but it was a fun game. It was a blowout though, but they definitely showed their physicality and stop Oregon, which isn't an easy task. And I don't know. I guess that's a thing that's the same for throughout colleges, college people being college students. But it definitely is a good atmosphere and good weather. So yeah.
Now it may be like that a lot of other places, but you haven't seen a rabbit loose on the field at other places, have you?
That was pretty funny.
So what's the craziest thing you've ever had to experience in a game? Have you ever had anything like that happen in your time as a player?
No, definitely not nothing like that. That was funny.
So, talk to us just about your impressions of Coach Shaw, and who has been the Stanford coach who has been most often in touch with you?
Well, Coach Pritchard has been the one who came up to school here last year, and I've been talked to every now and then, and he's the one I talk to the most while I'm down there. But Coach Shaw, he's a great coach. I like his principles, just the things he was saying. Before and after the game, and I talked to Coach Reynolds a little bit, the D-line coach, and but it was just we'll get to know each other. So yeah, but mostly it's been Coach Pritchard.
So one of the things I'd like to hear your take on is just you've kind of been classified as an outside linebacker, but also as a defensive end. Where are you spending most of your time on the field this season?
Right now I'm at the end, but I'm open to play. Wherever, because I feel I can drop back every now and then, and pretty good coverage wise. So wherever I end up weight wise and height wise, however I grow, and develop as a player, whatever school I end up going to, whatever they need me at, that's where I end up at. And
so, how's your season going? Tell us how the team is doing and how you're doing as a player.
We just locked up our playoffs for our last game, so pretty excited about that. Got one more regular season game left, and then got a bye and then playoffs. So we're pretty excited about that. We've had some ups and downs of the season, but I think we're finally starting to gel and click at the right moment. So that's pretty exciting. I'm having a pretty good season. I got interception, tackles for loss, and sacks, like what I do, of course. So that's been expected for me anyway. But I'm just glad the team is starting to gel, connect, at this time.
Now, you talked about Oregon's offense. Do you see that type of offense? Is that mostly what you see and what you're defending in your league?
Well, actually, the first 3 games we played was Wing T, so I didn't see any type of passing at all. or in it was more like pulling guards, pulling tackles, and more physical than like what Oregon does. Oregon's like a lot of speed and a lot of hurry up and let beat you with speed. But like the first 2 games we played were all we're gonna run down your throat and we're gonna block you. We're gonna be more physical than you. So it's actually pretty different. 2 of the games we played, well, one of the games we played a spread team that's more like Oregon. But then other than that, like we faced like an isolation team, and then the last team we faced was like another like a split back, and they did a little bit passing, a little bit running. So yeah.
So where are you being put on the field usually? Are you strong side or weak side most often?
It depends on like what our game plan was. Sometimes like most of the time I'm head up on the tight end, like whatever the tight end is. So whatever strong the tight end is, I'm following him most of the time.
And so what are your responsibilities, obviously, against a wing T offense? That's kind of a unique situation. But against a more conventional spread offense like Oregon runs, what are your responsibilities out there?
Well, if it's like not a tight end, I'm just, well, obviously if it's a pass, I'm supposed to beat the tackle and get the quarterback. But if it's a run, I'm supposed to just hold my gap, which is the C gap. And if there's no tackle, then I have outside containment. But if there is a tackle, I have outside containment. But it's just a tight end, and I have the C gap.
So just zooming back out a little bit on your recruitment and just your development, you're a 20, so just so much football between now and the time that you make your choice to pick your school. But where do you want to most get better as a football player between now and then?
I just want to keep working my hands and do like the best as I can hand fighting wise. Be able to like keep continuing to improve my setting blocks and get people off me.
All right, and then just talk about just some of your top offers. I know Washington has offered, and a lot of other schools have. What are some of the schools that are kind of at the top of your list at this point?
Well, Washington's like since the start been the most contact, and then like I got a pretty good relationship with Alabama now, and Oregon's been in like a good amount of contact, and Michigan came up like twice, and Notre Dame came up twice. But, like I'm not really sure like I don't really have like a list wise, but like whoever just like and I know it's hard to contact me now because like they really can't. So like do my coach like if they come to school. So like I only have like next year I'll definitely have like top schools, but this year I'm just like trying to see like who I think is like most like the biggest of me.
Got it. And then just one last thing to close out. Your dream school, the school that you really want to go to, how would you describe it? What are the boxes that it needs to check off?
I mean, I definitely want to be able to win, but I don't want to have like multiple losses in the season, like 3-4 losses. I know like every school's gonna have 1 or 2 losses, but I definitely want to be competing for like a Rose Bowl or college football playoff like every year, and not like it's like a bowl you've never heard of. And I definitely want to be able to get a good education because I want to go to some type of business school. And I want to go to a good school, or like I want like the connections I have like after college to like be like really strong.
All right. Well, that is Stanford recruit of the class of 2020, outside linebacker / defensive end, Savell Smalls from Seattle, Washington. Savell, thank you so much for taking the time today.
Yeah, no problem.